Franchises and sequels roll the dice. One voice cuts through the noise and spin. Yeah. No filter, no fear. He's going all in. Yeah, movies, games, TV shows. What truth in the blows? This is lights, camera, red, where fandom meets fury. Yeah, you know where we stand. Strap in, speak up, turn the volume to 10, and let the From heroes that soar to villains that flop, from endings we love to the ones that should stop. He'll call out the hype, tear down the disguise. Say what you're thinking but can't verbalize. No sugarcoat, no play it safe plan. Just raw uncut, that's Mr. Redman. Every frame, every game, every line's fair game. If it's weak, if it's fire, he'll call it by name. This is lights, camera, red, where fandom meets fury. Yeah, you know where we stand. Strap in, speak up, turn the volume to 10, and let begin. One mic, one truth, one rant at a time. One mic, one truth, one rant at a time.
Welcome to the Lights, Camera, Rant Podcast. Your source for the latest on movies, TV shows, and video games. Get ready for ranting, raving, and reviewing. Here is your host, Lee.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lights, Camera, Rant. As always, I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Rant, and we've got some news to talk about. And of course, if you haven't already what the subscription for this episode is going to be, we're going to be talking Crime 101 with Chris Hemsworth being obviously Thor himself and a couple of other Marvel characters in there as well. But welcome back. For anyone who's new, you know exactly where to settle in to crack open a drink like this one right here if you are watching. And for everyone who's brand new, welcome, where we rant about the latest news, TV shows, video games, and review the latest movies. We need to get into that. And as always, we go live every single week. So a big shout out to as we're going live. We say hi. Yo, bro, keep it up. You'll get there to be the top. Just push. Thank you, bro. 11/20/26. Hi. Wow, thank you everyone for coming back. For everyone brand new. Also, Kenneth Simmons, did you stream just to start? Yeah, I'm literally straight 2 seconds into this. 2 seconds into this, literally. Which, of course, like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about Crime 101. And I'm Mr. Rant. And one of the most exciting things that we need to talk about, which I was over the moon for this, thanks to the recent PlayStation State of Play, is that we, after nearly 10 years, 11 years, nearly that long, we are finally getting a John Wick video game. Like, yes, we did get John Wick Hex game. Like, yes, we did get that. That was basically, here you go. It was cool. It's not really what we wanted, but okay, we'll wait. But now we have the official, the fact. Now, this is a game, which I mentioned to you not too long ago, the fact we're talking about how this was rumored, and it's finally here. Ken Simmons, nice. Hope you get more viewers. You seem like a cool guy. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Unfortunately, cool in this sense of being Mr. Rant. Cool also not the fact that it's really warm today where I am. And I'm basically Mr. Sweating Rant. Or Mr. Yeah, it's basically where I am right now because it is bloody warm. It's currently summer here in Australia. And of course, I have good lighting, so it is warm to say the least. But no, thanks for coming past. But yeah, we've got a John Wick video game coming, and that trailer was sick. Like, that trailer was just enough. Of course, we only got Mr. Keanu Reeves only saying basically one word in that entire thing, which was yeah, which I was expecting him just to say, yeah, I'm back. But the gameplay looks good. The trailer was sleek. Hopefully, I'm putting out in the universe. It's gonna be like kind of like a mix of like Arkham fighting or Mad Max type of style, because that would be sick. So excited for that. Of course, no release date at this stage. Which I'll say maybe 2027. If it's this year, praise the Lord, that would be even better. But we're finally getting it. But the thing is, why I'm saying finally is that John Wick, the first movie, second movie, like John Wick just fits that video game aesthetic. Like, it should be just simple, just grabbing it and chucking it straight onto a video game. It should be that simple. It's a darn shame it's taken this long, but look, we are finally getting it. And, as always, it's never a bad thing to have more Keanu Reeves, which technically we are getting more John Wick because we've got this video game now. There's also apparently an animated movie that's currently in the works that's basically meant to be the impossible task, which was mentioned in the first movie. And there's also, and of course, there was a whole massive rumor of John Wick 5, which I don't think needs to be done. But apparently that's also in the works as well. I don't think we need to, like, Mr. Wick is dead. Mr. Wick is done. We don't need a prequel, and we don't need to film the fillers. Of course, we got Ballerina, which was good, but not amazing. But with a video game, like, my biggest question with a video game, of course, we know the fact that Mr. Wick has been a hitman for a very long time, is that when this would take place. That is my biggest into this. When does this take place? Like, is this before he called it quits and left the industry altogether to be with his wife, or is this taking place between John Wick 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or Ballerina? Like, that's my curious thing of where it's going to sit. But right now, a new John Wick video game has currently just gone straight to the top of my wish list of games I can't wait for. Amongst it is the Halo campaign evolved, the Wolverine game, and of course, Mouse PI, which someone's going to correct me. Is it May? Do we finally got the release date for that? No, we didn't. No, we did. 19th of March. That's right, 19th of March. I was going to say May, but 19th of March, we're finally getting Mouse PI, which is also slightly around the corner. As I'm recording this, that is right. Also, I forgot to mention, if you haven't already, please go check out our last episode. We reviewed out Fallout Season 2. And I'm just kind of sad because a week on, I'm like, no Fallout, no Percy Jackson. Shame. And the funny thing is that, there's no show at the moment. Yet come around March, it's literally like 10 weeks in a row of TV shows because of what we've got on the horizon, being Invincible, Daredevil, Ted Season 2, The Boys, and there's another one I'm forgetting that's in that type of chain that's also coming out. That's just pretty much just straight on for all going. But yes, the John Wick video game is just going to be sick. I just hope it just lives up to, you just feel like John Wick when you play these games. That's the thing, is that you want to feel like, you are Mr. Wick. Like, that's what you want to feel, and that's what hopefully you feel on this. Also, staying on the video game trend, is that for all you Dead by Daylight fans, depending on how you pronounce it, Blumhouse, whatever it is, apparently that is at full steam ahead. for a Dead by Daylight movie that will be coming from that studio, which I think is in great hands. We did mention last week there was going to be House of the Dead, which is owned by Sega. That's currently in the works, but we are going to get Dead by Daylight. Again, I'm curious how this is going to be structured, how it's going to look, especially after the warm reception we got for just 12 months ago. Until Dawn, the warm reception we got for Until Dawn, the movie. Look, that wasn't the most terrible one that we have seen. It's not the worst video game adaptation, but it wasn't like, wow. Jerry going to see in Gold Class, that was wow. It's still a unique way bringing it to the big screen, and like, it's the worst version of Groundhog Day, basically. But still fantastic. No release date for Dead by Daylight at the moment. I would say 2020, late 2027, 2028, that'll be arriving, but we are getting the movie. No cast, no nothing. The fact that we have the writer, we have the studio pushing for it, so it is on the horizon. Now this is going to pull your nostalgia heartstrings on this one. So a game that defined a generation, if you will, that we all have fond memories of loved it, frustrating, wanted to throw the control at the screen. A person that's coming from the fact that I couldn't finish Kingdom Hearts 2. To my dismay, to get ready for Kingdom Hearts 3, as much as I want to play it, never reached the end of it, is that apparently, now, yes, we did get the remastered edition a couple of years ago. We got Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. Actually, should I play Kingdom Hearts again? Oh, it's such a long game. It's such a great game, especially number 2 because you get Pirates of the Caribbean and all that going in that universe again. But apparently, it is rumored that Kingdom Hearts is getting a full remake. Square Enix is currently working on a full remake from the ground up. Very interesting. I'm sure all the licensing would still be the same because it's under Disney. But just get a brand new, don't get me wrong, yes, we got the game, and then we got the remastered edition, and then we got Kingdom Hearts 1 plus 5 or 1.5. I know we got that. But I'm up for it. I'm a sucker for Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I'm going to buy the first one again. Seeing Sora, the whole universe again, I'm all up for it. Sweet, it'll be fantastic. Really look forward to it. This is probably one of the best news I've seen. And again, this is also early days, very early days. This might not come until 2029. Oh God, I'm gonna be old for that. But 2029 it could arrive roughly about them. But for Kingdom Hearts fans, we might not be getting Kingdom Hearts 4, but we are looking at possibly the first one getting a remake. Now, talking about something that talk about beating a dead horse. So apparently Sony is moving forward on the Charlie's Angels reboot again. Now the first two with Cameron Diaz and the girls, they did all right. They did good. They're favorable. The reviews aren't bad. They're not they're good films. Obviously never got a third. And then we did get the reboot just a couple of years ago, which was poorly well received. Acting was bad. That movie was bad all across the board. So apparently that Sony's that was pretty bad, but let's do it again. Let's remake it again. Let's go dive in that well one more time and beat the horse. I saw that and I was just like, why? Don't get me wrong. They got more chance if they do Charlie's Angels 3 from making money than they reboot again, which is sad and good all at the same time. But if you're a Charlie's Angels fan, there's another one coming. Don't know. There's no writers, there's no actors attached to this. It's completely fresh out of the room mill. But Jesus, I will honestly tell you, I will give that a straight up miss for that one. Now one I am not going to miss that completely blew me away is that in the past week, we also got the first full trailer of Spider Noir with Nicolas Cage. And we also got the release date for when we'll be streaming on Amazon, which is May 27th, which is when we win. The trailer looks nuts. You know, we're getting these iconic villains for it. You know, Sandman, Electro, Mr. Negative. We're getting all those in this. You can watch this both in black and white or in color. I'm also in black and white, but it has that pure Nick Cage craziness to this. And it looks so unique and different to at the current landscape for superhero films and TV shows. It's looks kooky, different. Black and white looks sleek. I'm all up for this. Again, it's weird the fact that we're currently watching it on Amazon of all places. But still, we're getting the detectives, Spider Noir. We're also getting the him in the suit. Like, I'm all up for this. This looks like this is going to be a wild time, and it's also going to be I'm pretty sure 8. Pretty sure 8 episodes. But then again, you never know because this all sucks. Yes, it is going to be. Oh, even better. Amazon's actually being really nice, and all episodes will be released on the same day, and 8 episodes. Bingo. Yep, that's all coming for this one. And as well as, don't forget the fact this has been rumored, this has been in works since like 2019 for when the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse took place. That's how long this has been cooking up, and it's finally around the corner. And of course, there was delays with all the striking and everything, but here we are. Here we are. It's right around the corner. It's coming this year and looks to be one of the most unique superhero projects on the market today. So again, Amazon, The Boys in May, and then we've got I think early May we have The Boys, and then we've got Spider-Man at the end. So it's going to be a lot of superheroes for March, May. A lot of superheroes, but all the good shit, because it's May. I think end of May / June-ish is also when we're meant to be getting season 2 of X-Men 97, which that's going to be fantastic as well. The only sucky thing is that I know that is going to be coming out every single week instead of just a massive episode dump, which is not fair. Speaking about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, is that, as we are still waiting for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, which feels like it's just, I don't think we do. I think it's still not happened yet. I don't think it's. I want to say no. I don't think there's going to be. I don't think. Oh no, we did. No, sorry, I lied. They did finally nail that. I thought it was still in bloody limbo. But yes, in the Beyond the Spider-Verse is scheduled for release in June 18th, 2027. When initially, it was meant to come out December 2021. Which was it? April 2022. Like, that's when it was meant to come out. Like, it was way too soon. It was so too soon. So nearly 4 years almost since the last one came out to what they were trying to do. So it was like, that was way too ambitious for them. It was ridiculous. But yeah, Beyond the Spider-Verse. But apparently both a Punk Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen is also currently in the works as a spin-off in their own projects. No release date at this stage, but it will be set in the across the Spider-Man universe, because Sony, of course, wants to expand the Spider-Verse animation, because it's absolute winner. It's doing fantastic, especially good at the box office. And there were two standard characters from across the Spider-Verse. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to look at. And there's a whole rumor that we will get Tobey, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland once again in live action. Now, talk about live action video games. Talk about this. So last year, Sony did an announcement of the fact we're getting a Helldivers movie. Not only Helldivers movie in November next year, which I'm totally up for at the moment if you're not getting slaughtered. And going on now with the current Helldivers campaign. So the beautiful thing is in December next year, we get Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars, and we also, in just a month prior, we will be in Helldivers, the movie starring Jason Momoa. There's no details about the plot. There's no details, anything like that. So all the factors we have is that there will be a Helldivers movie. Sony's making it. It is coming in November, 20 November next year. Jason Momoa is in it. Now, next thing, it's going to be Jack Black, and it's going to turn into like the Minecraft movie, which I certainly hope not. I want it to feel like the video game. I want it to be ruthless. I want it to have all that, and I want to hear the whole democracy. I want to get that because Helldivers has been such a good game, such an influential game. It's just skyrocketed, especially Helldivers 2. Helldivers 1 did good, but Helldivers 2 is just smashing it. It is a money-making machine for them. And there's obviously, I'm sure they've got a concept, but it would be a very far away concept of them having Helldivers 3 because Helldivers 2 is just killing it. But yeah, Jason Momoa has been officially cast, so it'd be cool to see who's going to fill out the cast, and then we'll get the plot details of how that's going to look like. Now, talk about a sequel or movie that, if you told me a year ago that this was going to happen, I'm like, nah, this is a pipe dream. You got to use AI to watch this film. It is not happening, especially the fact there's a brand new Mummy movie coming this year. We're going to be getting. We are officially getting the Mummy 4 in 2028. We're getting the Mummy 4 with Brendan Fraser back, and her name escapes me off the top of my head. She's also coming back as well, and apparently it will skip the events of the Mummy 4. Sorry, the Mummy 3. No, not that one, not that one. Yeah, here we go. Yep. Yeah, no, May 19. May 19, we will be getting the Mummy 4 with Brendan Fraser returning. That is wild. Like, honestly, just the fact that we're getting a sequel to that is just just incredible. And I forgot her name. The life I'll record and Ellen will be returning. Officially signed on to return. So we are getting that. So we do have the 27. We are getting that. And it's gonna make bank. Like, it's gonna make money. You're gonna put those two on the poster. Brendan Fraser back. It's ready to print money. It was just something that I just can't believe the fact we are actually getting that, especially after the horrible the Mummy reboot we got in 2017 with Tom Cruise, which was shit. It was both failed critically and failed financially. The fact that Universal Studios had this whole idea that we're going to do this dark universe, they were going to use all the creature features that we're going to get in together, and blew up massively. We're seeing that. But yeah, the Mummy 4, the fact that they've greenlit, they've signed on, there must be some type of solid script that they got in there of a concept idea to bring these guys together. Is Rick O'Connor's son going to be in it? Who else is going to be the villain? Who's going to be the mummy? How it's going to look? Brendan Fraser said he's going to get into shape for it, especially that his body is taking a beating. But yeah, we're getting it. So remember, the wife did not return from the Mummy 3, so this will be obviously going straight from that. But yeah, we are getting it, ladies and gentlemen, ranters and rantettes. The Mummy 4 is officially greenlit, and I can't believe we are getting that. That is so exciting, and the fact that the release date is set to 2028. So if there's one movie I'm looking forward to 2028, that's already it. Actually, you know what? Give me a sec. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, ranters and rantettes. What is actually slated? Here we go. 2027 in film. What is slated for 2028? Because I've been so focused on 2027 because of Avengers Secret Wars. I've been so concentrating on that. And I'm so excited for it. But yeah, I'm so excited for what's going to happen on the horizon, but I haven't really looked at what's going to be coming ahead into 2028. Obviously, I'm talking so far in advance. So for right now, if we bring it back, so right now for what we've got for 2027 is Children of Blood and Bone, The Beekeeper 2, Ice Age Boiling Point. These are confirmed. Coco Million, the movie. What the hell is that? Panic Carefully, Gatto, the new Exodus film, which you know about that. Sonic 4, Godzilla, King Supernova, Passion of the Christ 2, apparently an Untitled Illumination, Fast. What is Fast? Yeah, Fast is a thing. Giving. Star Wars Starfire, we know about that. How to Train Your Dragon 2, Beyond the Spider-Verse, Shrek 5, Man of Tomorrow, which is a Superman sequel. The Minecraft sequel, Quiet Pass Part 3, Miami Vice. Yeah, that's the Simpsons movie 2, which is I can't believe ring. The Batman Part 2, Helldivers. Oh yeah, that's right, Batman 2, Helldivers. Frozen 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Avengers Secret Wars, Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Golem. Where are we going with this? Yeah. No. 2028 in film. That's interesting. We go. How much is actually coming out in film? Wow, I cannot spell 2028 to save my life. Nothing on that sense. Wow. Here we go. Sorry. I was like trying to find it. I'm like, wow, is you really telling me nothing? Okay, here we go. So 2028. In the sense of this. So because it's so far, let's break it down. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Well, yeah, that's remained to be seen. John Lennon biopic. Okay, interesting the fact because we're already in the Beatles 4-part series. Mad Max Wasteland. Apparently, that is the sequel to Mad Max Fury Road with Tom Hardy returning. That's apparently meant to be going. The Spawn movie. Oh no, the biopic film. So that is the biopic film. The full breakdown. My bad. New Peter Pan film. The dynamic duo from DC. I don't know how that's going to work. Legally Blonde 3. The Metal Gear Solid movie. God, if that's way overdue. I'm sorry. What? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I'm reading this correctly. This can't be right. No. I would have known about this. I am sure that this is not right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got here. It was apparently Stargate of a movie. I was like, nah, it's gonna happen. Couple of places. Nothing really massive. Really, probably. I would say for 2028 is the Beatles movies that are the biggest thing that's coming down. Of course, there's going to be a Marvel movie in there. There's going to be a DC film in there. But that's really what's got coming out for that particular one. The Incredibles 3, Coco 2. That's also up on the board. I just do a deep dive on this because I'm like curious to see what it is. Fast Forever. That's also. Yep, the Fast Forever and the Mummy franchise is set for 2028. 2027. Nothing new I haven't already said. Oh, with a new Illumination, movie that's coming out. That's about it. Really, everything major. DreamX, yeah. Anyway, that's probably what's looking at for 2028. But yeah, as we know, there will be a Marvel movie and shit in there anyway. But the Hello Kitty movie apparently is also locked in. Yeah. I know it's very far away, but I'm very curious to know what 2020 is going to be shaping up to be. But let's talk about Crime 101. Crime 101. I would like a big shout out to Sony for thank you very much for the invite to go to the premiere for this film. This is, I'm never going to say no to a wonderful, I'm never going to say no to a Chris Hemsworth movie with both Mark Ruffalo, Halle Berry, Barry Corgan, Nick Nolte, and Halle Berry. And in this film, with this film, it was on a budget of $90 million. It's currently made $27 million at the box office. And this is stylish. This is stylish, suspenseful. There's a little bit of action in this. And from the trailers, it looked like it was going to be a cool heist movie. Something with Transporter. Transporter, and I'm trying to think of the one with Tom Cruise in it. Tom Cruise in it as well, where he plays a bad guy, which he rarely does. That was what I was kind of going for. So we meet Mike Davis, who Chris Hemsworth plays. He's very recluse. He's a jewel thief. He does all these crimes along the 101 in the highway in 101. Very clean cut, very John Wick style. The fact that everything is like malicious, everything's right down to the T. Everything is clean cut, and we get that in the first part. But of course, we see he wants to get out of it due to his last job. Turns into a mess. He wants a girlfriend, and then we got one beat up cop, which is a little bit generic, with Mark Ruffalo's character, where he's pulling us out, and you see how corrupt the cops are, and the fact that he's sitting in retirement basically, he's in divorce. There's parts of that film that's very little generic, and it could be the fact because this is based on a book that was written by Don Winslow, and it is. I can see why Chris Hemsworth said the fact this was a project he really wanted to do. It's very stylish. It's very good in that sense. But what diverts it a little bit for me is that there's not enough. I guess it's a really hard thing. Is like I know it's not a main point, but this little suspense builds it. It builds us to this massive heist at the end, which plays out very what you thought it was going to be. But it wasn't. I thought there would be bigger action, more higher stakes. Not something. I don't want to say anything like Fast and Furious, but I thought there would be something a little bit more meaty, or end of line kind of sense and urgency. We almost get a soft ending, if you will. Like he does get a spoiler warning. He does get away in the end, but he does the right thing with the cop and Halle Berry's character, which she nails this. Like the whole cast is absolutely stacked. The only criticize I do have is Nick Nolte. I feel like you're getting to the point, mate, the fact that you need to retire because I could barely understand you in the film. It was just so it was just so grouchy and growly. I was like, I can barely understand you, mate. You're lucky the fact that I caught every second word. But if you'd like the heist movies in that sense, you will like this. It just doesn't have that meaty action behind it that I was expecting, especially towards the end. Like Chris Hemsworth did a fantastic performance. You really notice the fact that how bloody tall the guy is when he's compared to Mark Ruffalo and Halle Berry and Barry Corgan. You realize how tall he is. The fact that they're all Marvel characters. We have Storm. We have the guy from Eternals. We have the Hulk. We have all of them, and it's very realistic on what a heist movie would be, but it just doesn't like it's like the best hot dog in the world, but you don't put sauce on it, or You're the best chips in the world, but there's no salt in them. It just didn't have that last little substance for me. And not to mention the pacing of the film is good, but towards the end, I found the fact that it just felt like it just dragged on, like to building up to this heist and everything. It just took a little bit longer than I was expecting. And I'm not saying this in the sense of, TikTok areas like it needs to go. This film goes for 140 minutes, so you could have trimmed it down a little bit more and added a little bit of action. Now, this isn't going to create box office records. This isn't going to blow anything away out of the water that we haven't seen before. This is probably more the fact that this is a film that you will enjoy on a Saturday night or Friday night to flick on, or definitely go see it in the films. Like, it is a beautiful shot film. It does tackle poverty. It tackles life in general, how much we reveal of ourselves when we meet new people and everything. Like, it does have some really good messaging through it. Of course, there's some fantastic muscle cars in it. There's a chase in the middle, which is brilliant. It's very good. I said that was probably the chase, and a high risk was probably the one of the most action scenes that we got through the entire film, which is well deserved. You're on the edge of your seat. You have that adrenaline, but then almost the fact that you get the adrenaline from that, and you're expecting to get that more adrenaline through the film, but you don't get it. It's more like you're like, okay, that's kind of it. Let's just sit on for the long game and see how this plays out. And again, Halle Berry, damn, there's a scene in this film that she is aged like fine wine through this whole film, and hopefully she's going to come back as Storm in Avengers Doomsday. That'd be fan-bloody-tastic. But if we're doing a rating for this, I know people really like ratings. I give this 2.5 stars out of 5 for this film. It just didn't have that big push at the end. Obviously, staying in Los Angeles. Again, this shows how good actor Chris Hemsworth is. He does a great job of this film, but I'm almost at the point that I feel like he needs to not latch on. He needs another franchise. He needs another big franchise. Like, he should be. I know it's a little bit dramatic. He should be in the Fast and Furious. He should be the next bad guy. You had Jason Momoa, you had The Rock, you had Jason Statham. I feel like Chris Hemsworth needs a role like that, because we are grateful, we are humbled the fact that we have had him play Thor for as long as we have had, because he could be bad at any time. But he needs something else. Like, he needs another big franchise or something like that to get his coattails on. Not in the sense that the franchise needs him, he needs like another big character that you can see. Like, for example, like Jason Momoa, you see Game of Thrones, you see Stargate, you see Fast and Furious. With Chris Hemsworth, you just basically see Thor. Don't get me wrong, Extraction was really good. 1 and 2 was fantastic. But he needs another movie like that. Like, he's got the chops for it. He can do it. He just needs something like that. And there's just something about Mark Ruffalo always playing the type of characters he is, that he still nails it every time. And apparently there's a whole rumor of the fact that we're going to be getting Savage Hulk in Spider-Man 4. I'm all up for it. And of course, Barry Keoghan, seeing him play the Joker and next Batman 2. And of course, seeing him in the upcoming Beatles biopic would be great. But no, it's solid. It just doesn't have that final substance to it. And look, if you have seen it, definitely give me the feedback on what you think of it, the good or the bad and the ugly. Let's rant about it. I'm always up for a good rant for it. But it's just, if you're looking for something that's got that little bit more action to it, you're going to have to stick to the transport. I can't remember this Tom Cruise movie, and it is, it's going to be bugging me. Which film it is? Collateral Damage. Oh, no, Collateral. It's just Collateral. That's it. Collateral. 2004. That's it. That's where I was expected to be. So, but we didn't. It just doesn't have that overall punch to it that you really were expecting it to be. But it is a good film. It's good cast. everything comes together in the way you want it to be. Just the ending just feels like a little drags out a little bit, and you just don't have that. You get that adrenaline halfway through the movie, but there's no more adrenaline after it. Do I want to see a sequel of this? It doesn't need a sequel. It is a wrapped up story. Nothing like that. No prequel, no sequel, nothing. It's self-contained story, and it's probably one of the best. It adds to Chris Hemsworth's catalogs of films. But at this early in the year is a solid start and well worth the watch. Just don't expect anything too explosive or transport collateral wise. But look, that's my review of Crime 101. Please let me know in the comments what you think of it. And as always, definitely go check out our socials where we rant even more. I'm always up for it. And as always, ranters and rantettes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everything else in between. Until next time, happy ranting.
Thanks for listening to Lights, Camera, Rant. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave us a rating and review, and be sure to tell your friends. Until next time, happy ranting.